This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Sunday, September 15th, 2019. The title of this rant is Attack on Saudi Oil Facilities Will Test U.S. Diplomacy. Now, as long as the world is dependent upon oil, and a vast majority of that comes from the Middle East, any turbulence in the Middle East will weigh heavy on whether or not there will be war and whether or not those supplies of oils will have disruptions. So the Saudi oil facilities were attacked by drones. They were droned by what they say was 10 drones from Yemen. Saudi Arabia has been having a civil war in Yemen, bombing the crap out of the place, killing up to 100,000 people because they want that government to be in there, and there are some rebels going against them. Supposedly, those rebels are being helped by Iran, so they are a proxy for Iran. So a lot's going on here. Iran has denied they have anything to do with it. Pompeo has said, our Secretary of State said they directly have something to do with it. But let's remember, number one, business and let's say oil production, they're looking for stability because we want to keep the world supplied with oil. As terrible as that may be, we need that stability. And right now, there is instability across the entire Middle East. There's a lot of problems in every single one of those countries. If you go from Monaco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, Egypt, of course, Syria, Jordan, and then the big three, Saudi Arabia, Iran, and Iraq. And ever since our president, the dotard, pulled out of the Iran nuclear deal, which was signed off on by not only us and Iran, but I believe 4 or 5 other countries after negotiations for several years. Since then, China and Russia have been working closer with Iran. So again, the implications of war between Saudi Arabia and Iran just explodes all over the world if something like this happens. And it is a clear indication that we need very sane, level-headed, long-term strategic diplomacy to prevent any type of war from going out. Right now, all over the world, in governments, they're going back and forth, scenario, talking about this, talking about that. Saudi Arabia, let's also take up one other thing. They showed that they were vulnerable. And this president has aligned quite a bit with Saudi Arabia, and they will want revenge because that's a big thing in the Middle East. And things could change quite quickly, and we need this administration to be the leaders in making sure that there will be stability in the Middle East and not an all-out war. And the question is, does this administration have the capacity to do that? Because just starting at the top, we've got not level-headed management whatsoever. And everyone else is a second or third string player. So let's just hope that the United States can lead and make sure that there is no war that's going to break out in the Middle East because of this.